All right, guys, we're back. I'm using the old software. I'm going to have to look and see what is up with that OBS. I really want to use it because it's so much more powerful, but it certainly doesn't work very well. So, hopefully you guys will come back. I mean, if not, I don't know what to say. Doing the best I can. So, and we got a thumbs up. No watchers, but we got one thumbs up. There we go. Okay. Picture's bad. Great. If the picture's bad, there's no sense in doing this. I'm going to wait till everybody rejoins the forum. Then I'm going to make the announcement, and then we'll get back to making these tip blocks. I think we'll trace one out here. I wonder if this will be the same for the other one. Close enough. So we'll just take this and trace it. We got 3 back. I do apologize, but YouTube is not cooperative very much, and OBS has been uncooperative. I went into Walmart tonight. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I went into Walmart tonight. Maybe that's because you got slow internet connection, Gerald. Or maybe YouTube's slow. Who knows? Sound and picture good. Okay, great. A dedicated, let me zoom out here. I was going to buy a dedicated computer for doing this, a gaming computer, and my prerequisites are it has to have 3 USB ports, HDMI out. It needs to have a DVD drive, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and 16 gig of RAM. You know, we're talking like a $1,200 computer. So I go into Walmart, and I was going to buy it tonight. I go into Walmart, and there's this kid standing behind the counter going, and I bet he was there 15 minutes punching on the computer. There was a guy fiddling on his phone up there, and I said, "Hey, is there anybody that works here?" He said, "No, just me." I said, "Well, how long?" He said, "Well, as soon as I'm done with this guy." Then there's a guy over in headphones that needs some help. I said, "I'm here about a $1,200 computer." He said, "Well, what?" I said, "Forget it." I just walked out. If I was a Walmart manager, they'd be gone, man. Of course, Walmart's got so much money, they don't need mine anyway. Well, I don't know what to tell you, because we are streaming via whatever they said. Well, there was a little notice there. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. YouTube may be doing something funny tonight. But I don't own the internet, so I can't fix everything. We'll get this cut up. I had 30 minutes on, so I don't want to run more than an hour tonight. I didn't know what I was going to do for this hour, but there's so many little things to do now. This is what takes the time. You know, putting a wing together, putting the elevator stabilized together, not really a big deal. Doing all these little things, the tinkering is what takes the time. Now, what did I have in that flap? About 2 hours. Took about 10 minutes to sand it to shape and about an hour to get it fitted. That's a word, fitted. Fit. Whatever. Okay. Now I cut this one backwards to save a little wood, but it should be all right. Hope you guys had a good time on Charles' show last night. To look at it, I went to sleep as soon as I got home yesterday and didn't basically till this morning. Dead tired. I had dinner at 4 a.m. You know, I didn't think I was getting old until you got to get up and down off the floor. I told Dave today, I said, man, this is getting tough. As a motorcycle mechanic, I stood on my feet all day long. Never kneeled on the floor. We're getting these kind of fucked here. Need to get them over here out of the way. That's basically what I need to do, is go back to motorcycle if I'm going to do any work. That's what I know best. But now I think the motorcycle industry is going to tank more than it did before. Saw today gas is $2.60 a gallon already. I got something for my timeline. For gas was $1.98, $1.99, and we'll see where it's at in a couple of years. It'll be $5 a gallon. Can't win with these turds. All right. Yeah, coping saw works. I don't have one here. These are nice light blocks. Let's see how many grams these tips will weigh. Whatever this is, more than half will come off. So these will be about 5 grams. So 7 and 5 is 12. My wing tips will weigh 12 grams, under a half ounce. They're right now, each one of these is 6 grams. So you figure you're going to take this tip. Let's see. Goes on. You're going to take this tip I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is tracing the tip now. You're going to take this tip and carve it to this shape, so you're losing 50% of the. Then you're going to lose the inside. We'll make this an 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, these won't weigh nothing. So, any questions on what I'm doing? I mean, it's really self-explanatory. This goes out this way. That's a profile looking from behind. That's a profile looking at the rib. So this going up this, it's going to be. Buenas noches, Emilio. Muy bueno. So we started at 6. Let's whittle some off and see what it's going to weigh. Well, this knife is dull. Let's get it to a rough shape. Like peeling an orange. You don't want any flat up here either, so it has to gradually taper all the way back. Take little bites on it and it'll go quick. And I get it rough shape within a 1/16 of an inch or so. Then hollow it out, sand the inside, glue it on, and finish the outside. What a joke. Not a whole lot of talking tonight. I'm kind of tired. wonder how much weight we took off already. It's probably down to 4 grams. Well, you've seen my sanding techniques. Are you guys learning anything? Besides, it's a whole lot of work. Okay, let's tack it on. We'll tack it on and cut it off to hollow it. Should be close. Got to get something accomplished tonight. Man, it's got a long ways to go. I think we'll keep sanding. Yeah, you don't nearly sand enough. Yeah, nobody ever does. When you're done sanding, sand it 2 or 3 more times and you'll be close to being finished, but sand it again anyway. I was reading in the forum tonight, or yesterday, this morning, whatever. Somebody's having problems with paint. Well, real simple. Stand closer to the sandpaper for longer periods of time. Okay, we gotta cut the crap out of that. Yes, why am I getting it close before I glue it on? Well, I don't want to grind into the sheeting. Now you can put tape on there, but if you get it close, there's less opportunity for mishap. You put an 80 grit scratch in this sheeting, you'll kick yourself in the rear because you'll be filling it with putty. Of course, this is the outboard wingtip, so a little putty wouldn't hurt, but it adds to the overall weight. Only got 3 more to go, just like this. there. I know you guys are probably laughing at me. What is this dork doing? Man, that's a long ways. A long ways, Jose. What I'm trying to get across here with this stuff is everything is hand fitted. You know, don't be afraid to stand there and do it 2 or 3 days. You know, some guys, oh, that's good enough, glue it on there. But man, they look like crap when you're done. You want this to blend in perfectly. Without adding any extra putty. We're so close, so it's high right in the middle right there. It's a really strange shaped piece too, if you look at it. Lots of compound curves. I suppose I could do this and mold these, but I'd have to do a right and a left, but just as easy for me to go ahead and sand them and make them fit. So I'm going to tack that on there now. It's just a tack. I'll have to cut it back off to hollow it. For sending your videos and inspiring us to keep building our plane. Very much, Gerald and Sons. That man is from New Zealand there. That's right below Old Zealand. Next to the place down under somewhere. Gerald mentioned the craftsmanship. All it is practice. You know, anybody can do this. If you stand at the bench long enough with this piece of sandpaper and teach yourself how to get a shape, you can do it too. And I encourage everybody to try. That thing's gonna bust off of there. Juice it. Juice it and then have to cut it. Boy, it'll be a bitch. There we go. Now I want to get a block, small piece of wood, glued into this before I go too much farther, so that it turns like that. It doesn't come down and make an abrupt corner there, because if you leave that corner there, the covering will pucker. So let's use a piece of this rockwood here. Except we need a bigger piece, so I'm gonna have to use this. So we want to have what, a 1/2 inch, 5/8, and we'll make it 5/8. That's 3/4, 5/8. Yeah, should be able to cut it. Whoa, Charlie. Flimsy table. Okay, block of wood just like so. I'll show you this trick and then I'll sign off for the night. Come on now, glue on there. Uh-oh, the neighbor's playing the guitar again. I glued this piece to this piece to make it part of that piece. So, now we got an ugly block there. What are we going to do about that? How are we going to make it look really cool? Now, first thing I'm going to do is screw it off. Except not break it off. Put a little thick CA on there. I didn't want to stick. Had it like that. I think my thick is done. And it's time to order some more. Come on. Gee, the disc is still in that. That's good. Okay. Now. Now the whole thing came off. Come on, you. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Damn thing better stick this time. You don't want to glue it on completely because you're going to have to cut this back off. But you would like to get it roughed in. Or I would anyway. Okay, close enough. Still come off. Still broke off. This does not want to stick. Oh, there's a big white, the big white clod that came up, so you know that's gonna stick. So now this piece has to go in this angle, and then back this way. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. If you guys got any questions, you know, you're more than welcome to ask. You got one guy said, well, I'm sorry to ask. Well, you don't ask, you won't find out. Now, in order to make this look cool under the covering, you just take the Dremel, maybe stupid wire. Dust. Woo, COVID. Take some of this weight away. We don't want to be carrying around anything that we don't have to. So you cut off whatever's not going to be glued down. I just cut it. Of course, it still needs finish sanding, but it's roughed in now. It's kind of like framing a house now. We got the outline. There we go. Then you take a roll, such as this, and we'll put some sandpaper on it. Well, I got this already. I got this little one already done up. You blend that in. Remember, these are the lightest tips you can make right here. This is an I-beam wing tip, except an I-beamer doesn't have this block in the front. 12 and 7. 12 watchers, 7 thumbs up. Hit that like button, guys. I'll give a close-up here in a second when I get it. It won't be finished off, but it'll be close. I don't have any 180. I forgot to take some from work today. Of course, this edge here will be rounded at an angle and will blend into all this back here so that when the covering goes on, you don't see a hard edge. This pull right here will keep the covering from wrinkling in the corner there. This little turn here. So we're already thinking about covering when you do these things, if that makes sense. And like I said, I've been on 39 minutes, been on over an hour now, including both videos. I figured I'd get to show that tonight. This tip building blocking process. Of course, like I say, you want to take away everything that's not necessary. There's no reason to carry around any extra little bit. And if you do that everywhere, you'll save 1 ounce on the airplane. And an ounce doesn't sound like much, but when you're building these airplanes this big and this light, an ounce is a lot. That's a lot. Let's get a close-up. Like I say, it's not finished sanded in. This will all be blended in. And this will have a little bit better shape as it goes around and this way, but that's how you do it. You just sit there and carve out anything that doesn't look like a wingtip. And it's then the next step is to split this off and Dremel the inside out. and it'll only be an 1/8 of an inch thick, that whole shell. I glue it back on, then glue it on permanently, then finish the rounding of the tip, and the leading edge. So you have leading edge going all the way out. Now, John was talking about adding an extra rib out here, and I don't know, I might. I'm not sure that it needs it, but we could put one more rib at the same angle as this rib right here. Make it out of 1/8 so that some light 1/8 inch stuff. Let's see that I need to glue that. Thought I glued all these cap strips, but I guess I didn't. All right, guys, been on for over an hour this evening. You got any questions? Took an hour to do that. Of course, Eric Bryn spinning the plates, trying to get the cameras to work. That takes some time too. Like I said, stunt hanger, underneath the classifieds, there'll be a section that says Pampa. And there'll be all the districts, the president's report, the vice president's report, and the treasurer's report. And we'll probably put a section for the articles. So it will be just like the magazine, only a living magazine. So that it's searchable, where if we started putting everything in the magazine now, the newest post will show to the top. But in 5 years from now, let's say, well, God, I remember it on Stunt Hanger for Pampa, there was the Mo Best build. Type in Mo Best in the search and it'll take you right there. Now we're going to open that up for the first 30 days to everybody, because we're just going to get this rolling. But in order to see that, you're going to have Dave Tribble contact me with a code that I can enter you in to see that. I don't know when that'll start, and I don't know when that'll end. That's kind of up to the Pampa board members, not me. I'm just the host. I have nothing to do with content. It's going to be Hunt and Tribble and all the district VPs making their reports on Stunt Hanger. So I hope you like that new feature. That's something that Bob Hunt came up with. Well, actually, I mentioned it several years ago, and they weren't interested. And then they started talking about it on the Hangout. And they decided, hey, that was a great idea. Well, heck, I knew that 10 years ago. So anyway, we're going to do it. So make sure to like, subscribe, share the videos, and I will see you. Let's see, we got a question here. Did you get the pictures I sent you of the... Yes, I did, Christopher, and that looks very close to a Gloucester. And I built one, and I'm not going to build another one. It's got too much frontal area, a big round fuselage like that. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.